We've all been there. You're passionate about something, whether it's a person, a place, an experience, or a dream you hold dear. And yet, despite all of your efforts, it just isn't happening. You've put in the work, aligned yourself with a goal, but somehow it feels like you're constantly missing the mark. Well, this gap between where you are and where you want to go or where you want to be can feel like a frustrating game of hide and seek. But what if this difference in speeds of energy, like the distance between your desire and its manifestation, holds a deeper, more meaningful lesson? This is the universe's way of saying, not yet. When things aren't aligning as quickly as we'd like, it's easy to interpret it as failure or a sign that we need to push harder. But this sense of urgency is often rooted in impatience, not true flow. And maybe, just maybe, the universe is trying to show us something we're not ready to see. Energy flows where it's meant to. When there's a dissonance, it may be because the timing is off, the energies aren't aligned, or the vibration just isn't matching up. Instead of pushing against this natural flow, what if we could pause, notice, and observe the moment for what it is? Well, the act of stepping back allows us to see the bigger picture, a holistic view that often reveals a universal truth that we might have missed. The power of pausing, noticing, and observing. In our fast-paced world, pausing can feel counterintuitive and even counterproductive. But when we stop, notice, and observe, we create space for something essential. We call this awareness. This awareness doesn't come from chasing after what's missing, but from allowing the present tense to reveal itself to us fully. When we pause, we can look at the totality of the situation. We call this integrity. And that totality or integrity, viewed without the haze of urgency, panic, or frustration, is, here we go again, integrity. Integrity, in this sense, isn't just about morals or values. It's about the wholeness of the experience. It's about realizing that even if something isn't happening right now, everything that is happening is part of a greater, interconnected web and weave of lessons, teaching, timing, and growth. Trusting the flow of energy. The delay in manifestation might be the universe saying, not yet, because something better is being woven. Maybe there's a missing piece of wisdom you need to receive before the timing is aligned and right. Maybe the thing you desire isn't vibrating at the same frequency as your current energy. And instead of forcing it, there's a need for recalibration. Sometimes that misalignment is a blessing in disguise, but we usually don't know that when we're in the meat or the middle of it. The person, place, thing, or experience that we're chasing might not be vibing with our highest good, even though it feels like it's what we need right now. The dissonance could be a signal to reassess whether this path truly aligns with our core integrity beyond judgment, fear, beliefs, or limitations, or if it's just an attachment we've developed along the way. Embracing wholeness. When we can observe, pause, and trust, we start to see the beauty in the integrity of the whole. Every experience, every delay, every desire, every disaster, every shift in speed is part of a greater orchestration that often only makes sense when viewed from a place of stillness, noticing, pausing, and observing. So the next time you feel like things aren't happening as quickly as you want, consider this. What lesson is the universe inviting you to learn? Could it be that the thing you desire is not vibing for a reason, and that reason is part of a greater picture of integrity and alignment? When we embrace that wholeness, we no longer feel the need to rush. Instead, we can move with the flow of energy, trusting that everything is unfolding exactly as it should in divine timing. How to embody the flow, putting this wisdom into action. It's one thing to understand that the universe might be sending a message through delays or misaligned energies, but how do we actually embody this understanding in our daily lives? How do we go from merely knowing to living it, like really living it, down to the act of putting our socks on with it in the morning? Here's how you can start embodying this teaching guided energy meditation, TGEM, lesson in a real tangible way. Breathe into the pause. The moment you feel frustration creeping in because something isn't moving at the speed you want, stop and take a breath. Literally. Breathe deeply and fully, about 70% of your maximum capacity of air. This is the most basic way to embody stillness and remind yourself that everything is in flow, even when it feels like it's not. When you consciously pause, you give your body, nervous system, and mind space to align. It's not about sitting around doing nothing, but rather about reconnecting with the present moment. This pause can happen while you're putting on your socks or washing the dishes. Simple, everyday moments that remind you to breathe and allow space for insight. Check your energy. When things aren't happening as expected, it's a sign to check in with yourself. Are you pushing too hard? Are you clinging to an outcome or expectation that might not even serve your highest good? Take a moment to scan your body and energy. Notice where tension or resistance shows up. Your shoulders, chest, jaw, abdomen, hands. Now soften, release the tension. Ground yourself by feeling your feet on the floor. If you're about to make a decision or take action, ask yourself, is this aligned with the integrity inside and around me? Or am I forcing something out of impatience or frustration? And then adjust accordingly. And of course, once we open up this box, if you are looking for further support, please reach out to me. I am here to support you on all levels. Let go of outcomes. Embodying this wisdom also means detaching from fixed outcomes. It's hard, but essential. When we loosen our grip on what we think should happen, or what the other person should have done, or what we should have said, we create space for what is happening. So we loosen our grip on the expectation of outcome. Let's say you're working on a project, maybe a relationship or a goal that's moving slower than you want. Instead of getting caught up in the frustration of what's not happening, shift your focus to what is happening right now. What's going well? What lessons or opportunities are already in front of you? are already happening. Focus on that. If you enjoyed this, please subscribe, set your notifications, and share this tea gem with others. And always leave space for the pause within yourself first. I say namaste. Peace out.